Okay, let's try this again. So, who am I and what is P1FC? So, what can I say about me for right now is that I'm 45. I was born and raised, partially raised, because I've been all over, but in Los Angeles. I'm a mother of 4 who I raised, supported, and took care of as mom and dad their entire lives. I had 2 grandchildren. I currently live in an RV. I've been working on my autobiography called How I Got to Heaven Backwards. And through this long journey of everything that I've been through from a very, very, very little young age, up until current, is a part of how P1FC came about. And P1FC started off as a different name, and its name changed a few times. And, but the final was P1FC, which stands for Pure One Freedom. Commune is what it stood for. Let me just, change that. It used to be Pure One Freedom Commune, but a lot of people couldn't handle the word commune and would say commune and think of something negative. So, God, I sat and talked with God and said, just tell me when you're ready what it should be, because I wanted people to know that it's their freedom to be a family. One family under God is nowhere near close to the way they explain it in today's monopoly matrix, you know what I'm saying? So, it ended up being pure one family commitment. So, it's a solid, pure love. There's no holes, and you don't mix the two. It gets really, really deep. There's so many things that I want to say that I'm getting all rambled and stuff. But, so, I've spoke up and done P1FC for 28 years plus. Who knows, it could have been a lot longer than that. But, the very last time that I had it up and running, I was in Akron, Ohio, and I was doing it for 3 years out there. I had 2 different houses, and the one house had a room connected to the front that you could cut off from the rest of the house. So I turned that into a church sanctuary room. I fed people throughout the week or any time of day. The front part that was connected to it, I ended up turning it into my bedroom and office, so I could be open 24/7, 365. So that way, if anybody needed me at any time, they just come knock on the door. Back then, I had dreads, really long dreads, and I wore bells on my feet, so I had the nickname Dreadhead Bells. But everybody knew me because I had signs all over my house. I walked the streets and prayed for people. I would preach and teach, and I also had, like I said, the commune house, which means that people that wanted to get right with the Lord and get off drugs and get off alcohol or doctor's meds, or they were homeless or struggling or a single parent, they went through a little process, and then we would bring them in. I know the one house, we had 20 people maybe in there at one time. It was a huge house, and we had kids and everything, and everything ran so smooth and so beautifully because it was something we all desired and wanted with our own free will. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was ever forced, but you knew what the house was about. If you wanted something other than what we were about, it was your choice to leave. Free will to be in, free will to be out. But we took it very serious if you chose to be in, because we don't want to let the negativity of the world, of the monopoly matrix in. So yeah, like, I've been doing lots of work. I've done lots of studies. I've done lots of research. I've put my whole life journey and experiences into it, then studying other people and families and environments and religions, and like, I've really dedicated my life to this. And I don't speak on things that I haven't endured and lived and walked in with my own shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to learn about something and then speak on it. Because what I do is how I came to God. That's why my autobiography is called How I Got to Heaven Backwards, is because I learned about God backwards by learning about my own life and situations and the negativity and positivity in the world, and like just being like a free-spirited gypsy who craved knowledge and wanting to learn more about my own being and who I am, and what has been transpiring through my life and why it is and was this way and whatnot. But like, so I put all those efforts into people. I'm really big on, I've been like pretty much funding this myself. I go out and I'll ask people to contribute and stuff for the greater good, but I have noticed, and a lot of people have told me, that they just, I don't know, they can't handle, I guess, how deep I am into the things. Like, they want to be, but like, you have to shed off everything, you know what I'm saying? So most people, including myself at one point, like, I'm still kind of there, but I'm like, you know, making those steps every 5 minutes to get higher and higher, better and better. So the depths and the truths of this monopoly matrix and the lies and disguise that are made to hypnotize are so deep that it's hard. It's hard to learn that your whole life has been a lie, and the way we've gone about things is the definition of insanity, yet we keep repeating it and expecting things to change. Nothing will ever change until we change. Like, the truth about life is not trying to answer the stuff on the external. It's about the internal. It's about the intuition. It's about the piece of us that is connected and one with God, you know? And God is Father Sky and Mother Earth. Like, He gave us Mother Earth to nurture us. So honor thy father and mother is to honor the family unity and realize that we're all brothers and sisters. Like, it just gets so deep. And what God made at the beginning was perfect, and like, everything was great and awesome. And then, you know, negativity came in, and the negativity decided to change everything for its own greediness and selfishness, and then pride and ego and all that just all come together. 12:21. And I started at 12:12. Funny, but like, oh my gosh, I just have so much information I need to get out. Like, and so in Akron, it was going strong for 3 years, and then COVID lockdown shut it down, and then we lost the house and lost everything, and like, we were just starting to get really big in Akron, which depresses me. But you know, it's only because we're about to come out bigger, better, stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about changing back to what we were intended to always have been. Like, and the only way to get there and stop this insanity and this vicious cycle is to go back. They don't want you to look back, because back is where the truth is. By unshedding everything that man has done and taught and injected us with and fed us and lied to us and done. Humans are the curse right now. Humans are the ones destroying everything, destroying each other, destroying the animals, destroying Mother Earth, destroying the energies and vibrations and frequencies connected to God. Like, like I said, God is the truth. And the truth is, what did I always tell you? Go back to Mother Earth, to nature, to what was intended at the beginning. Like, the way we're supposed to eat is raw and natural and organic. There's not supposed to be any of the stuff that man created. God did not create man to create this monopoly matrix. Like, I don't know. It just gets so deep, but yet it's so simple. And we're trying to figure out what is the truth. Like, there's all these different religions and all these different languages and all that stuff, and, like, none of that is real. None of that is true. There's no one religion that trumps another. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the way it's supposed to be at all. Like, you can't take sugar and salt and mix it together and think it's going to be sweet. And if you just eat salt, it's going to be disgusting. But when you mix the two, it's still disgusting. You have to sift through it. You know what I'm saying? Get the salt out of our sugar. Everything was sweet and created perfect when God made it. We were a bowl full of sugar, just loving everything. The devil brought the salt and mixed it because they look so similar. It's hard to have the eye of discernment to see. Like, it gets down to language, it gets down to the education, it gets down to what we've been taught, it gets down to the religions and the man-made holidays, and like the biggest lie that, you know, we have to have money or eat meat and just like eat animals, like, or oh my gosh, like, the truth is in front of us. Eye of discernment, sift through, get the salt out the sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as difficult as people think it is, but they hypnotize you with so many lies to disguise the truth that they don't want you to wake up. They want you to be their sheeple, their robotic pawns, their misconstrued thought process and feelings. Like, I mean, oh, I've been preaching about this for so long, and people just don't, I don't know why. I don't know why people don't want to hear me. I don't know if it's because I'm raw and I'm true and I've lived in the most demonic ways because it tried to keep me from the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I did my autobiography, because there's so much stuff in there that once you guys get the knowledge of what I'm trying to explain and how I got proof because I walked it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't talk or walk you ain't walked. And if you walked it, you might as well talk it, because the walk and the talk goes together. You know what I'm saying? 12/26 my birthday. I don't know. That comes down to synchronicities. It comes down to family. It comes down to, like, relationships and friendships, and just the way they misconstrued God. Like, it comes down to the war and the way they make you believe that you gotta fight for something that's already been won. We already had victory. Yes, change is scary for a lot of people. Yes, and like, I get so overwhelmed and so deeply passionate, like, I have to start getting all my old videos and stuff that I did on my old Facebook to share to this one, so people can see, like, I pray for the world every day, and I'm just trying to let everybody know, like, the way we're living right now is not the way, and the only way to know the truth on how we're supposed to be living is by shedding off, like, all this negativity, all this that humans have created, that man has demonstrated. Like, we have to undo it. You can't mix the two. You can't be wrapped in both. You can't have sugar and salt together. Like, you have to what God created at the beginning, okay, with Mother Earth. That was where we got our medicine, our fruits. That's how we stayed healthy. That's how we stayed slim and well, and everything was perfect, and love was at the beginning. And how do everybody always says, well, how do you know what the beginning is? The beginning is what was before man created everything that he has created. Like, the answers have all been here. This is why religion after religion is fighting with each other. The words have been changed in Bibles, and just, I mean, you take one word out of a sentence and you change the whole sentence to a whole different meaning. That's how deep it gets. Like, and all these religions and languages and for eons, and then like the Vatican having chapters, and like, you know what I'm saying? No Bible, no religion is true. 100%. They've all been misconstrued. The devil has gotten into the deepest of everything to make people get further and further away from the truth. There's not a bunch of different roads. We're all on one road. Just all the sheep are going this way. And the woke ones are going this way. Because we know going back is where God is. Where Mother Earth is. Where unity is. Where oneness is. Where love is. But the sheep and the robotic pawns that are hypnotized by all their lies are going this way. And that's why the current is flowing that way. And the few of us that know the deepest truth are coming this way. Like, we've had, over the years and years, so many woke people talk about woke stuff. But the problem is, they weren't fully woke, like 110. You know what I'm saying? Because to get to be 110, you have to unshed everything that man's done. And that's hard to do. Like, you got to really, truly realize that we are all one family under God. We are all one family with Mother Earth. We're all, the humans and the animals are all supposed to eat from Mother Earth. We're not supposed to be eating the animals. The animals are not supposed to be eating us. There was no bloodshed. There was no killing. There was no murder at the beginning. It was perfect. Everything was great. And we're the ones that destroyed that. We're the ones who took, let's go with the forbidden fruit if you must. That first time with that knowledge, that negativity was made for informational knowledge only. But we're the ones who took that informational knowledge, us humans, and tried to walk in some evil power with it to overdo what God has done. Just like when you take everything that exists right now and you go down to the core of where it came from God. It came from Mother Earth. Like, it came from Father Sky. It came as one family. And the more we worry about trying to figure out what was Jesus' real name, what was God's real name, what was this, what was that, what religion is right, and battle this and battle that, like, we're never going to get anywhere. It's just going to be insanity, going in a vicious cycle over and over again. Like, this is not what it's about, people. And that's another distraction for us, to keep us entertained with all this other nonsense that keeps us fighting and at war with each other. It's not red or blue. It's not black or white. It's unity. It's oneness. There is no division. It's solid. It's pure. Like, this stuff really, like, makes me, like, cry, yo. Like, it makes me cry, yo. Like, my grandbabies are gonna grow up in this type of world. This is not what it's about. This is not what it's supposed to be. But we have free will, and free will means that we have to choose it willingly, on our own, free accord, one accord, as one. Nothing's ever going to change. If we've got the majority going this way and a few going this way, and some of us that end up going this way, the right way, the current's so strong going the wrong way that sometimes we get sucked in and we end up going the wrong way too. I know, because I've been going through it. Because we're not all banding together. We all got to turn around and walk the correct way together. The majority needs to be walking back to God. Back to Father Sky and Mother Earth as our true unity, our true family. Like, do you guys want to continue to live like this? where money is power and greed and selfishness and paper degrees by man and just being, having to pay bills or to get a house or to be homeless or, like, oh my word. You can't fight negativity with negativity. Okay? That's why they say you're supposed to stay positive no matter what. Like, you're supposed to do the right thing no matter what. And it's not about your little collective individual families. Because we're all one family. So when you say foreigners or aliens or stuff like that, like, what? God doesn't say, okay, well, this country's my family, and this country's my family, this state's my... No. He doesn't say, oh, the Republicans are my family, but the Democrats aren't. Or the Democrats are, but not the Republicans. Or the Crips are the Bloods, or the Bloods are the Crips. Like, come on. Like, this is sick, yo. I'm tired of being the one out here preaching the solid truth. Like, we all have to take our truths and put them together to see the true picture. You have to take the solid truths of life and of living and what was intended at the beginning and put that puzzle piece together. That's where we find the truth. We got to go back. The rear view mirror should be way bigger than the windshield. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel me? Like, let's go, yo. Like, I don't know how else. I don't know. Jason Marks, no offense, but what is the background with the confetti? It is what it is. Let's not worry about that right now. I don't know. I hit something and that popped up, but the words that I'm speaking are what matters most. Don't get distracted. It's not about the confetti. It's about the words that I'm speaking. Like, this is what I'm saying. Everybody's distracted, and then these sports and everything, and these football players or basketball players or whatever making millions of dollars and shows being on TV that get you so distracted and hypnotized and just like all this crap, yo. If this is how it was intended, it would have always been this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard to figure out the truth. Like, so that's what P1FC is. P1FC is about the purity of life, the way it was intended at the very beginning. The fact of knowing that we are all one family, okay? Not one family under God like the dollar says, because life has no price tag. Our family, our one unitedness, our wholesomeness, our oneness with Father Sky and Mother Earth, with God, with each other. There's no price on that. There's no degree on that. That's an internal thing, not an external thing. Like, I'm sorry that it sounds like I'm yelling and stuff, but like, this is so deep. Like, I'm 45 years old. I'm about to be 46. You feel me? And I've been trying to get this across for years and years. Like, I've traveled all over, and I went to Venice Beach in Los Angeles, to show my kids where I'm from and stuff, and I preached out there. Like, I preach and teach everywhere I go. I help everyone. Like, I love every single human being out there. Whether you hear this or not. Like, I love you. Like, you feel me? I love you. I love you. You're my family. All of you. Every single one of you. Past, present, future, all of you. Like, that is family. That is love. All the animals, like, I love them. You feel me? Like, we're all supposed to be with Mother Earth. You get it? Like, we're all supposed to be in love with each other and with oneness, and not letting all these divisions come between us. Like, and the more we try and figure out and fight for external things, we're never gonna get there. Like, we have to, like I said, I was a single, still am, a single mom of 4 children, and I raised them on my own. Plus being told that I have MS and RA and no help from their fathers, no money, no visits, no physical help, no emotional help, no nothing. So I was mom and dad. And while I'm being mom and dad to my 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? I had to overcome a lot of battles that I was going through on my own. Like, having such a horrific childhood from things that my father did and stuff. God rest his soul, because he's in heaven now, but like, and then turning to drugs and alcohol, and then having to come out of that and raise 4 kids, and then realizing that it's a more compassionate, it's a more empathetic, it goes further than my kids. And that's when it's like God says we're all family. It doesn't stop with the people that you're blood related to, because we're all blood related. We all have one God, period. We all have one Mother Earth. Like, so we all have to band together. Like, and that's what I'm about. That's what I preach about. That's what I teach about. That's what I show compassion, and I walk that talk and talk that walk. You know what I'm saying? They go together. And all these churches and all these corners claiming that they know the right ways, but yet if you got all these churches and all these corners, how come the neighborhoods ain't changing? How come the kids ain't changing? How come the adults ain't changing? How come nothing's getting better? Just because you have tons of churches on each corner, it doesn't mean anything. Because then you guys battle within each other with all these different things when it doesn't matter. How can you lock your doors, say you're a house of God, but lock your doors and homeless people are sleeping on the stairs? Why do we have to come up with money to live on Mother Earth that God made for us? Like, it's a monopoly matrix. It's a monopoly matrix. That's why people need to wake up. And people say, oh, you're not supposed to be pushy. It says you're supposed to spread the word. You're supposed to walk, if you want to say, like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They twisted a lot of stuff up about Jesus, too. And all the different Bibles and religions. And all the, like, some of the stuff that some of these religions and stuff teach is just beyond me. Like, and I've studied and not every single one, but a whole lot of them. Because I desire to find the truth. Okay? Like, and the truth is right in front of our faces. Like, it's always been right here. It's just if you're asleep, you don't see it. You're just a program to being their pawn. And, like, they're always forever going to keep you at war or fighting or discrimination or battling over something. Because no matter what, if they have a little negativity hooked into you, it's going to grow. Negativity grows inside you. That's why we need to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be real big with Anonymous, too, and all that. But fighting against something is negativity against negativity. It's not going to do anything. That's not what it's about. It's about having that armor of God on to where the negativity is like, ting, right off of you. Like, don't even let it penetrate you. You can't absorb it in any type of way. You can't have sugar and salt or use the salt for sugar as a substitute. You can't mix the two. You got to stay sweet. You know what I'm saying? And to stay sweet is you got to stay positive. You got to understand who God is. What Father Sky, Mother Earth, and one family together united as one is. And it's not difficult. They make you believe that that's a fantasy, that's a dream, that's unreal, it's not true, or that'll never happen on earth. But heaven is on earth. We walk in victory already. Just because we let the negativity overtake the positivity doesn't mean that we have to have both in order to enjoy one or the other. Like I said, if you want to use the example as the forbidden fruit, we need to get to the other side before it was bit. Because that's where the truth is. And the forbidden fruit being bitten is what keeps us in the lies and the disguise, all hypnotized. So we have to undo it all. Like, it's not that hard. We all need to band together. Like I said, it's not the yin-yang. Like, we got to keep circling each other. That's the vicious cycle that keeps going. Like, they take the truth and they manipulate and misconstrue it and twist it and make it into their truth that fits with the monopoly matrix. Like, I mean, like I said, it gets so deep. It gets into every little thing that you can think of. That's why we have to undo it all internally for it to change externally. So it all depends on each one of us with our own free will to choose that. And once we choose it, then we can all start banding together and be what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't even know. I know I just went on this crazy rant, and I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry for the rant, but, whoo, yeah. It is so deep, y'all. Life is so deep. And the truth is that we need to get back to what was intended at the beginning, the way it was. We need to undo all this bull crap. You feel me? Like, and you have to choose it with your own free will. It's not going to be, it should be pushed on you, for real. The monopoly matrix was. Generation for generation, everyone's fallen for it, and it's just been this vicious cycle that never ends and only gets worse and worse as it grows. So why can't we force the truth and force the positivity? Enough to not make you do it, but make you take the information to wake up. Make you take the pinch on the arm, like, hello, you're sleeping. Time to wake up. Like, you lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. If you want to force it to drink, you may drown it. You know what I'm saying? But, and I'm not trying to drown nobody, but I'm trying to, like, if I seen you guys standing on a railroad track and a train was coming for you, I'm not going to be like, hey, there's a train coming. Like, you feel me? I'm not going to do that. Hey, you might want to move. No, I'm going to be screaming and yelling and running and trying to tackle you off the tracks. Because that's how much my love is. I don't want you to even have the chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say I'm so in tune with God. Like, he'll put these messages and downloads. I know when I say he, I've been programmed to say he, and I don't mean to say he because it's the we. It's Father Sky and Mother Earth as God. It's them. It's, you know. But, yo, I know what I'm talking about. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. My autobiography explains in depth that I know what I'm talking about. Like, P1FC has been prophesied upon me since I was in the womb. Like, and I started realizing it at age 2. And it's only been growing and growing and growing. And the more I try to, like, let the negativity take me away from it, like, the stronger it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what the truth is. I know what the truth is. And I know there's some of you out there that know what the truth is. If you're taking it to that purest note, which means you cannot mix nothing. Sift through that shit. You can't have salt and sugar together. They may look alike, but they ain't alike. And you cannot mix the two. That's why I wrote that spoken word called God's Children. Like, I wish I could say it right now, but, like, I probably messed it up. Even though yeah, I don't know. But I hope you guys are getting it. Like, we have to band together. And for all these people out here who pay money to churches and pay money to this disease and that disease, or to research or this or that, think about if every single human being that sees this message right now, and we all contributed even a one-time deal of $5 each, and we got this to go around to 1 million people. Do you know what we can do with that? And you see, I say we. P1FC for presidency. You feel me? Because it ain't about me. It's about God. It's about Mother Earth, Father Sky, about all of us connected as one. It's about the humans and the animals. It's all united. Like, we could take the world back to the way it was supposed to be and collapse the monopoly matrix. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't y'all have to know that you don't need no medications, no drugs, no nothing, because life is perfect and pure the way he intended it to be? And we took it back to that. Because that's what God's doing. He's waiting. Father Sky, Mother Earth, they're waiting. They're waiting for us to turn around and be like, yo, guess what? We've been going the wrong way. We need to turn around. Hello? We need to turn around. And being like they're on the track and scream and yell and be like, yo, we're going the wrong way. Let's turn around. Because that's where we need to go. We need to go back home. God can't protect us if we're not right there for him to protect us, right? Just like families, the children move away and the parents can't be there for them because they're too far out of our grasp. We're too far out of Father Sky and Mother Earth's grasp. They want us to come home. And to come home, we got to do it together as one. One accord. We need to stop the religions. We need to stop the wars. We need to stop the aliens. We need to stop the money. We need to stop the greed. We need to stop the selfishness. We need to stop the power, the fame, the whole monopoly matrix. We need to crush that. Crush that shit. Feel me? And the only way we can do that is if we all lock hands together and stand up like, yep. You see, right now we're bending over. You feel me? We're bending over. And they're playing the game on our backs because we're all bending over. Taking it up to us. Feel me? Like, I'm sorry I'm being vulgar. Like, God forgive me. But holy crud. I've been speaking this for so long and people aren't waking up. So, we need to just start realizing the truth and be there for each other and saying, yeah, forget all this war and division and separation and classification and sexuality and gender and greed and monopolies and just like, it's sick, yo. The negativity just breeds and breeds and breeds. And we let it because we contribute to it. That's why I said the armor of God, if it's ting, right off of you. Because that's the only way to do it. If you let it penetrate you, it grows. And you can't fight against it with negativity because then you're not true to what you really know and who you really are. We are not negativity. We are not made to kill and murder and eat animals and fight wars and take drugs and all this just craziness. That's a part of what they made up. That's their hypnotized. That's their lies in disguise and the devil knows how to talk a good talk. And he came to kill, steal, and destroy. And if you're not waking up to that in a pure form, you're always going to have that negativity grasped onto you. And when it's holding you, you can't break through. You can't let it hang onto you in any way, shape, or form. Like, you have to release everything. We got to take it back to the beginning, the way it was. We got to actually love one another. It's not about what religion, what race, what ethnicity. None of that matters. We're all human, period. We're all one family. And the animals, those are our family too. You don't eat your family. Like, and the vegetables and the fruits and the herbs and everything that grows naturally from Mother Earth, that is our milk. You know what I'm saying? That's like when a baby feeds off of its mother's milk. Mother Earth is our unity milk. Because that's all of our mother. Like, you feel me? I don't know how else to explain it more in depth, but this is why I got my RV now, so I can go around and just set up and start preaching and how it goes as far as music. A lot of the music everybody listens to, it's programming you. Yeah, you could say, oh, no, it's not programming me. I'm stronger than that. I just listen to it when I feel a type of way. No, that music makes you feel a type of way. And that music is controlling you because it's programming you. Your 5 senses, those are programming tools that they use to keep you asleep and hypnotized to their lies. So you can't use those senses. You have to use your eye of discernment, your soul, your connection to God, your umbilical cord, if you will, to Mother Earth. That is where the truth comes. That's why they don't want you to live natural and organic and pure, because they know once you do, everything will restore. But it takes all of us. We all are one. Like, and this is what P1FC is all about. And I've done it, and I've proved that if one single mom raising 4 kids with MS can do it, then anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all can do it together. And like I said, if people donate all all kinds of money here, there, and everywhere to this bill, that bill, this collection agency, this nonprofit, this religion, this all these lies in disguise. If we can all do that, if people can do that, then why can't we all band together and all contribute and pay for the truth to make it back to what it was intended? You know what I'm saying? Because if we all if this got around to enough people and everybody contributed $5 one time, not asking for no monthly payments, weekly payments, or extra payments. I'm talking about a one-time payment of $5. If we all did that together, we could all buy enough land to take care of enough people that really want it in a warm, year-round warm climate state with a river running through it, because that's how it was at the beginning. And we just live together the way we were intended, and we don't let the negativity come in. Hey, and we teach our kids the truth, and we let our kids have their pure peace the way it was intended, and we don't have to worry about anything that Satan or the devil or man or human has done to destroy the stuff. And those who don't want this, they don't have to. We ain't pushing it down your throat and making you come live there, because it's got to be a free will choice, because otherwise you'll just make P1FC what this reality is. You'll make it like the Monopoly Matrix. So we can't. You have to be able to choose it freely on your own accord, and want it deep enough to where you give up this fake world that we live in, this made-up world that they just designed for us. Like, who would you rather follow, man or God? Like, who do you put more trust and faith in? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shows your walk and your talk shows where your true faith is. And if you try and mix the two, you're still misconstrued. You can't have both. You know, like, I don't even know. Yo, I don't even know. Like, this stuff gets so like, ooh, it grips me. It grips me so tight. Because I know because I feel it internally. What the solid truth is, and I know what man has done, and I know what God created, and right now they're entangled. You know, with a tangled web we weave. Well, now let's pull the string, because when you pull one spot, it's all gonna unravel. So that's what needs to be done. We all need to be like tug of war. It's the tangled web against all of us. If we all pull that same thread and let it all unravel, we're going to see the true picture of what was intended. And yeah, you have to give up everything man created, but you're going to tell me it's not worth it? To know that we could get back to being completely healthy and not have to worry about crime or disease or war or anything like that. You know, the only reason why that stuff exists is because we continue with it. If we don't want it anymore, we just stop. It's that simple. But they got you to believe that you don't even have the power to break free when you do. And that's why the ones that really understand and understand and overstand the truth need to band together to help the rest realize that we've been going the wrong way. One path. The wrong way or the right way. Going away from Father Sky and Mother Earth or towards them. There's no other ways. So, like, it's not... It's really not that difficult. I know it's hard to wake up. It's hard to take on all these truths and understand all these things and how deeply they misconstrued and lied to us and how much they've changed the truth and made it to fit their ways and just... And they get you in every single way. They get to all 5 of your senses in all different kinds of ways, and then they get to your ego and your pride, and then they get you to just fall for it all and get more tangled in. These holidays, these the education, like the little box. Remember, it's a little box of information that they want you to learn, and like how they've lied with all that and twisted all that around, and like, but it doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, who cares about? We know that it's all a lie. Period. We know that we've all been going the wrong way. Period. Like, okay, so let's quit researching and trying to figure out all these little technicalities when we will know it all and learn it all the minute we get home. The minute we get home, we'll see everything for what it truly is. We'll know the truth. We don't have to search. We're already in victory. And victory is by going home to what is naturally and organically ours. And then we'll know it all. So while we're wasting time, we're still walking the wrong way because we're still trying to figure out all these different things and who's right and who's wrong and this way and that way and all. Just none of it matters. None of it matters. Just turn around and go home, period. The more you stay intertwined with the monopoly matrix, the deeper you get lost. The further away you go. And that's why God doesn't push himself upon us. That's why I mean, Mother Earth tries to grow naturally and freely, but we cut her down and destroy her. We're polluting her waters and cutting down her trees and taking away from our animals as family and building shopping malls and this and that and putting cement down so she can't breathe. Like, it's unreal. The way we live is because we continue with it. And then we try to take the false truths that we come to the knowledge of, we try to take those and incorporate them in a monopoly matrix way and think that we're spreading truth. But we're not. It doesn't work that way. You got to sift through the sugar and salt and completely divide the two. God is the only truth. Nothing else matters. You're being played. You're being fooled. You're being turned into a robotic pawn. And yeah. I don't know, we just all need to come together. That's all I know. There can't be no division, no separation, no classification, no claiming God this way or that way, or religions or papers or just none of that. Just, it's all one. One. And this vicious cycle is just going to continue, and nothing's ever going to change. Nothing's ever going to change. Because you can't change a few things and keep other things the same. You can't do that. You have to change it all one time. If you made the cake with salt on accident, you don't go back and say, okay, well, this time I'm going to use salt and sugar. No. You take all the salt out, you make it with just sugar, and you're done. Salt's null and void, gone. Doesn't even exist. And that's the way we need to do it. Everything God created with Mother Earth was perfect. Father Sky, Mother Earth, God, like, I'm still programmed in the way of their speaking. And words are even, like, they took our intuition and turned it into, like, psychic powers and saying it's witchcraft and it's this and it's that, but our tuition from God is pure. And it is like a psychic ability, but psychic is not the word. You know what I'm saying? They made the word and then turned the word into something, and then they tried to make it evil. But some of us that are really in tune with God, it's our intuition, it's our truth being told, it's the gospel being known, and the truth Like, see, I don't even like using English because a lot of these words are just spells to keep up their curse. And so basically the intuition is being able to connect with each other and understand each other without words. Without the English words, without whatever language you speak. If we all spoke a language that wasn't of words, you know what I'm saying? But we all understood each other. Like, it's how you I don't even know. I'm getting overwhelmed. My MS is... Shit. The MS could be something evil too. It could be a negativity, a negative energy or frequency that just tries to shut down the positive, you know? Like, it could... I don't know. If you guys watched it to the end, I appreciate you for doing so. And I really pray that you spread this to all your family, all your friends, all your loved ones, the strangers, just anybody, everybody. Just spread this and let's all just band together. Can we do that? Can we please do that? Can we be united as one, as the true family of God, the Father Sky, Mother Earth, as one? Can we take things back to the way they were? Can we get this road and everybody who's on it to turn around and go this way? Because we're headed the wrong way. And we have to do it together. Like, I love you all so much. And I'm going to just keep putting more and more videos out. I'm going to get all my ones from years ago and try and add those to this page. And just, if you guys have any questions, anything, just remember, God, unity, oneness, it's not divided. It's not division. It's not negativity. It's not separation. It's not lies and disguised truths and just all this false stuff. That's not what God is about. Like, so, yeah. Let's get everybody on the path going the right way. Let's all turn around and do what we're supposed to do. Let's all band together on one accord. Let's stop all the religions and stop all the discrimination and the fighting and the judgment and the money and the greed and the power and the fame and the hypocrisy. How the negativity breeds. What a tangled web we weave. It's time to pull the thread and find out what was really intended instead. Because this ain't the way. It was never intended this way. And we're the only ones who keep it going. Because if we don't play the game is over. We have the power to break free. We have been walking in victory. Just been put to sleep so we wouldn't realize. And then having our five senses disguise it. So we all realize that and come together. You know? We can get it all flowing the right way and we can all be back home. Wouldn't you like to just live life and be in nature and hang out and eat fruits and vegetables and right from the tree, not worrying about electricity or fridges or houses or cars or degrees or crime or children being hurt or elderly dying and just being alone or people being mistreated or like all, we can end it all. We can end this whole Monopoly Matrix game. All we gotta do is stand up grab each other's hands and say, we are one. That we understand the mission. Like, you know? I know we got this. I have faith in all of you. I really do. That seed just needs water. It needs to bloom and grow. You can't be stagnant and wither. You can't be set in your old cursed ways. You have to grow each day. So, the quicker we do it internally, the quicker it'll be a unity, and the quicker it'll change the external. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do this together as one. It's really not that difficult. But it's very deep. And when you're a robotic pawn or a sheep, it's hard to wake up. I understand. Understand. Overstand. I get it. I've been through it. That's why I'm telling you. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. But you got to choose it with your own free will. You got to want better than what we have. You have to want what was intended. And once you realize that, you'll understand that that's our only need. That's our only necessity. Is to be one family. To get out of this monopoly matrix. To get out of this negativity. To quit letting the devil have reign. Like, so, I don't know. So, we are the frequency, we are the energy, we are the unity. We make or break everything that's at play. So, we can just say game over. It's not that difficult. Game over and end it all. And just be what we're supposed to be. A unity, a family. Think about it. Think about it. Feel it. Enjoy it. Be one with it. And then when you awaken to it, you'll be so happy. So excited. You'll be able to breathe easily. And it'll be great. Let love be on our plate. P1FC, pure one family commitment. We all got this. Time to join and band together.